Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another book review. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the second in the Anne of Green Gables, and this is Anne of Avonlea. I read this recently, and if you checked out my reading until I find a 5-star book video, then you will know that this is the 5-star read that I found. So I rated this 5 stars. It is my second 5-star of the year. I was very excited about this. I haven't gotten a lot of 5 stars this year, guys. We'll get there, I know I will, but hopefully I will find a lot more. But today we're going to be talking about this book. So this is by L.M. Montgomery. And so this is a children's classic series, actually. I'm not entirely sure how many there are in the series, but when I first read this, I read Anne of Green Gables when I was 9, and I didn't realize back then that it was a series. So when I realized about a year ago that this was a series, I went ahead and bought the second one. The first one was a 5-star, this one is now a 5-star also. So I'm gonna go over some of my pros of this and then cons if I have any. But yeah, let's just get into it. So my first pro is that this has absolutely beautiful writing. Ellen Montgomery knows how to write. Even scenery and like more mundane stuff that some people find a little bit more dull, a little bit more boring. I am one of those people that I can't handle but so much of it. I love the way she describes things. It's so beautiful the way she describes everything. And also just this series and this book has such relatable characters and such fun characters. Anne is like my favorite. She's such a energetic, fun-loving spirit of a girl, and she's coming into womanhood in this book, and it's really fun to just go along on her adventure of life. And then the third pro I would say is that there is a lot of faith in life aspects to this. Faith is very lightly. This is a children's classic, so it is a bit older and just kind of like more generic faith, but they do go to church on Sundays and they believe in God and stuff, and so there's little bits of that strewed out, and there's also just like general life lessons, and I feel like a lot of like really good stuff. Somebody asked me if this would be a good read for their 10-year-old, and I would say absolutely yes. The Anne of Green Gables series seems like a great read. Now Anne is very flamboyant in her speech, and so there are some very big words. I remember being in the first one, and in this one, you know, a little bit too, but not as much as I remember in the first one. And that's just a great teaching opportunity for you to teach and learn some more vocabulary too. So I would definitely recommend it for those tween girl age. Absolutely. All right, and now cons. Do I have any cons? I don't think I have any cons, guys. This was a 5-star book. I really don't have any complaints about it. So this is more of just like a raving, gushing review than any type of rant or analyzing anything too deeply. It's more just gushing about it. So all right, so I told you the pros and cons, and I realized I forgot to tell you kind of like what this is about. So this is the second book, as I said. And so Anne was originally an orphan girl, and she came to live at Green Gables in the first one. And so in this one, we follow Anne, who is now 16, and she is now becoming a school teacher. She's coming into womanhood, and we're just following her along on her adventure as she goes and does this first year of being a school teacher and sees if she wants to do anything else. And so it's really just, you know, kind of like slice of life in a way, I guess, but it's also, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of slice of life because you get a lot of her life and throughout her life, but there's also this chapter will be this, and then the next chapter will be a season later or something, and it's just going through some of like the major events and stuff like that in the story. So I like how it did that. But all right, and now I am going to talk a little bit more in depth about this. I will put a possible spoiler warning. I'm not sure if I will be giving any spoilers, but I'm just going to rave a little bit on this. So I loved this book, guys. First off, I'm trying to like make sure it gets the camera right, but this is a beautiful cover. This is the Puffin Classics cover, guys, and it is just, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna put this down now so I can talk a little bit more freely, but I I love this book. Anne is one of my favorite characters. She's such a joy to read. She's so much fun to follow along. She's also just very relatable, very real. She's not one of those like overly perfect or even overly, you know, like flawed characters either. I think she's a very good balance of like good and flaws and mixed up, and she's just relatable and she's fun, and I really enjoy that. And I already talked a little bit about Ellen Montgomery's writing. I just love it. I love her writing style. I remember loving that about the first one. I loved it about this one. It was so just entrancing and engrossing. And I did read this in spring, and I didn't want to read it on a murky, rainy day, but honestly, Anne books, they describe pretty much any and every season, any and every day, dreary or not, and so you can find the feeling of whatever day you're on in the book at some point. So it's really cool. It just it gives you all of the season's vibes, and it's wonderful. So whenever you're kind of feeling it, you can fit it in with that season for sure. Also, will say that this has definitely been the first book this year that I have like written down as many quotes as I've written down, because oh my gosh, guys, I was stopping constantly to I didn't highlight, I didn't annotate this one. I kind of wish I had so that I didn't have to, but I might go back and annotate it at some point. I don't know. I haven't decided whether I want to annotate this really quick copy or not, but if you were annotating, basically like there would be a lot to annotate in this, because there's just such beautiful poetic like lines in this. I loved it. I ate it up. I love quotes, guys. I have a little quote book. I love quotes. Love them. So this was like, yum, 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 yum. It was just wonderful. It was so wonderful. So many good quotes. Also, for those of you who know about Anne of Green Gables, you guys know about Anne and Gilbert. And since I haven't read the whole series, I don't know how it turns out yet. But this is like a slow burn. And I haven't really done a lot of slow burns, guys. But it's so cute. It's so cute that there's so much more to the story, and I feel like their romance, at least at this point, has just kind of been a very background thing that they've put in there. But there's, even in this one, even though there wasn't much progression at all, there was such like tiny little like cute or sweet things that you were like, oh, I want to see more of that. And I feel like the next one is going to have more because of what this one's set up for. But I'm very excited about that. The slow burn was and has been absolutely adorable. I definitely do ship them. Besides that, guys, I feel like Anne of Green Gables is just, and Anne of Avonlea, like this entire series has had such a like importance and like overall arching of like friendship and just relationships in general, different relationships, different like the ways you interact with people, and I've really liked how they've done it, and I've really liked how they've portrayed these things, and the friendships especially. I feel like Anne is such a good friend, and she tries very hard to be a good friend, and I'm just, it's such a good story for that, for family and friendship. So yeah, guys, that is my short little review of Anne of Avonlea. I know this wasn't super long. Again, I didn't really have any complaints about this. I just had some like thoughts and gushes and stuff. So I really did love this. I really do recommend that you check it out. Boy, girl, doesn't matter. I feel like, you know, I'm gonna recommend it to everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do check this book out, please let me know what you think of it. If you've already read it, do you like it? How much do you like it? I'd love to hear all about it in the comments down below. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.